3, 2.
Hello and welcome to Unu's very special Halloween special, where we are going to take a very sneak peek into, well, not so much sneak peek, you can actually get access to the stuff. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We will be looking at the Steinhardt's Guide to the Eldritch Hunt by Monkey DM, historically the largest crowd-funded D&D source book of all time. So kudos to those guys. Communication with them has been awesome. We got access to some of their stuff via their Patreon, so definitely check that out. Also, check out, guys, I think all of us used either the same or different AI art platforms for our tokens. I want to go ahead and give a quick
I
shout out to them.
I used Midjourney.
I used Midjourney.
And then you used Night Cafe.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And
I've
Night
heard.
Cafe also gave us this beautiful art that you're seeing as the opening screen here to the intro to luyarnha. One last final piece of housekeeping is it's the Halloween season. Go see a horror movie, but be sure to go to your local independent theaters so that they can stay open. Many of them are nonprofits and are opened by your local film commissions. So go see a horror film. Piggy is getting ready
Yeah,
for a movie
fuck off, Marcus Theaters.
Exactly, yeah. Uh, is there any other housekeeping we'd like to do before we get things started?
I would just like to say, for context, because I am obsessed with these, I just opened the package. My character, you guys will know him when you see him, has the same rings as me. I couldn't. I'm mad because I can't find my armor. I've said this before, maybe not on stream, but I do make foam costume armor, like cosplay armor, and I can't find the one I made for Mikael, and I'm mad about that.
Oh, that sucks. You guys, we all ready to go?
Ready when you are,
All
boss.
Let's go. So, you guys, Lynn, Red, let's see. What's your name, Lynn?
My character's name is Myra.
Myra. So, Myra and Garza. I'm
Garza.
saying that right? Garza.
Garza.
You guys, you receive a letter written in the blood of a Voidborn. A Voidborn, often seen as gods to many, monsters to others. You know that this is a very serious letter, having been written in the blood of essentially a god. Um, you receive a letter saying that a scorched moon has fallen over the city of luyarnha. Luyarnha is one of the pinnacles of civilization in your world, and they are oft related and affiliated with the Radiant Church and the Old Blood. You were sent a letter that is requesting your assistance in the Ruby District, deep in the center of the city. And as you arrive, we see, give me just a moment. I want to show you guys our wonderful cast of characters. If our screen would pull up, it's not going to do it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing the wrong thing. Bear with me. So we have Lynn here, or Myra, excuse me. Just trying to resize this. Bear with me. Oh, never mind. Not working. You guys will see in a moment. Moving on. So you guys approach the front of the city gates, and if you'd like to, please go ahead and move your tokens to the top of the map at the gate. Zach or Victor, you know where to go. For you,
I
you can
actually
go
do,
grab.
can you ping where I should go? Because I don't remember. You didn't actually show me where to go.
Oh, no
Remember, I
problem.
could.
Yeah. So Garza and Myra, you guys will go up here. Please place your tokens there, and
I'm attempting to there, boss.
Victor, you will
She's
go
not
here.
happy with me.
Not working for you? Do I need to give you the character?
No, I have access to the character. Give me just a moment.
That would be a little
Moment.
better.
Moment. Where do I go, Corey?
You are here.
Oh, that's who. That's the lady.
Nope.
Okay,
It's still not working for me, boss.
Corey, you go. Just drag his token on.
Gotcha.
Like, did you remember to give him permit? If you go into edit, actually, like you click on his character,
Token's not showing up.
both.
We want-
Like I can drag it off my character sheet, but it won't drop onto the map.
Oh, I see why. It's because you don't. Can you upload your token to your thingy?
I did. It is uploaded. I'm looking at it right now.
Refresh. Once you upload it, refresh Roll20. When you make changes like that, if you don't refresh it, it won't work.
Oh, no momento.
Sorry for the pause in the action, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Myra, let's just say you arrive first to the gates of the Ruby District. The Ruby District is one of the more center points of the city. You begin as you walk up. Roll perception for me.
Okay, I have +5 to my perception.
Nice.
Get this big bag. So, if I can
Still not
chill,
getting anything.
these bags are handmade from leather, and I have a friend that does them. So, message me if you would like one. Alright, that is a dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20, nice. Okay, so what you see when you approach the gate is you see a lot of hustling and bustling, but you don't hear a lot of talking. What you see is mainly people putting things away. It seems to be a very busy shopping district, but the shopping district seems to be closing up as it's nighttime. But they seem to be in a very specific hurry.
Now-
One moment, I need to
Okay.
try to.
I've been here before, though, correct?
Beautiful. Now try, Red.
No momento, por favor.
No, you have not. You have
Okay.
actually spent most of your time in your home city.
Nope. Still
Okay.
not working.
So then, I wouldn't know anything about this town, like if it had a popular nightlife or anything like that.
Well, yes, you would know a little bit about the nightlife, but the problem is this scorched moon has changed a bit. So
Right.
you would take attention to the fact that people are all going inside. That it's if, for the fact that they have a busy nightlife, they should.
Mhm.
So yeah, Red, you have full access to that character and token. I'm not sure why it's not.
Just refresh. You should be able to, or close the tab and then reopen it. You should be able to get access to it.
Give me a second.
Roll20 is not optimized, everybody.
In the meantime,
Oh.
I'll throw him on the.
And I
board
am,
right there.
and I, not being the DM, I don't, for this one, I have the most experience with Roll20 and can't fix anything right now.
Yeah, so just bear with us, guys. Red, go ahead and roll perception for me after you finish.
If my dice stays on the table.
Is Red just walking in?
Yeah,
Okay.
he approaches now.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, so you notice the same thing. Everybody's going away, or everybody's kind of, putting things up, and you also notice Myra to your side. With your instructions to go to the Ruby District, how do you guys proceed?
Now,
Now you've both noticed each other. I will say that.
yes.
You both noticed each other, but you don't necessarily know that you're both have the same.
So
objective.
basically, I got there first. Everybody's running inside, but this motherfucker is just standing there looking around.
He's standing there looking a little disappointed, like, oh, this again.
Can I do a vibe check?
Yeah, roll insight.
Okay, insight gives me a 9.
All right, what's your what would this be against Zach? His passive what?
I'm not trying to hide anything, so I'm just going to describe it.
It would be insight versus persuasion.
Except for I'm not trying to hide or show anything, so I don't.
Or if it's not, or his passive charisma then.
Passive charisma is 8. I have a -1 to charisma.
Oh, I found the dump stat.
um. All right. So, yeah, you notice him, and you notice that he's looking around, disappointed, and that
He's
he's,
like,
I guess, up to
oh.
the same old shit. I guess.
Yeah.
You want me to
Okay.
describe Garza?
You get a yeah. Go ahead and describe Garza.
So you just see big boy. That is like he's Goliath, and he has on the back just looks like just a sledgehammer. Basically a sledgehammer just on his back.
Okay.
And he just
So,
has a look of disappointment about him.
But you have a
Ma-
sneaky feeling he was sent for the same thing.
yeah. Myra wears a hood, a mask, and a lot of armor. On her back, she's got a large gun.
Wait, what? I missed something. Garza was what was his what was he? What was his race?
I am Goliath.
Big
I
boy.
am
Okay,
big
Big
boy.
boy. He's a big boy.
thank you.
You can't. I'm a medium-sized race, but since I'm wearing a full hood and mask, I don't think you'd be able to tell right off. So, on my back, I've got a hook shot strapped
Like
to
a
my back.
Like a grappling hook?
You'll see.
Like the meanest motherfucker you've ever seen. Like if Link's hook shot was also for
Oh,
killing
okay.
people.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Is it so? It's back mounted, not wrist mounted.
No, it's not. It's okay. The shot it connects to the gun
Oh, it's
portion.
it's a gun.
rifle.
Oh,
It's a
It's
full
two
on
pieces.
rifle.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yes. So I've got the gun part on my back, and I'm just
You're
yes.
muted, Bubba.
Who's Bubba? Not me.
So what? Yeah, in what form is it? Is it the
It's separated
untransformed?
right now, so it's
Okay,
not
gotcha.
transformed.
Gotcha. Cool.
And then okay, so to continue on with my vibe check, I take out the blood, the note written in blood, and I look it over, or I pretend to look it over, to see if there's any reaction from this gentleman here. Maybe he recognizes it.
My passive perception is 16. Do I see anything, Corey?
I'm the
Yeah,
only
you're
one here.
relative. I mean, yeah, you guys are the only ones standing at the gate. The only ones not moving around. It's pretty obvious to see her.
Yeah, thumb ring.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Boom. You just
Oh, I'm so small.
I'm just looking up and over your shoulder.
I've got the piece of paper like this, and I just do a tiny kind of like movement, like, and tilt it towards me a little bit while I look up.
I reach around, grab my piece of paper, hand it to you.
As the closer that the two pieces of paper get, the more you see. As void-born blood glows, it glows in a pattern across, from left to right. And if you hold them together, the pattern matches. And as it goes from left to right, it continues on the same paper. So it kind of signifies for both of you are familiar with, the basic anatomy of a void-born. Okay, this is the same, written in the same blood.
By the same boy.
I put my paper a little closer, then pull it further away, and then put it a little closer again, just to watch it do that. So, do you know where we're going then?
Eyes would not knows where we would end up goings.
You guys are on the outside of the Ruby District. You were instructed to go to the, center
Yeah,
of the Ruby District, which on the map would be the end of the furthest
Right, yeah.
most point.
But I would suppose we would need to walk into the buildings.
Okay, I get a very. Tell me if this is right, Red. If I'm getting a very Gollum meets Frenchman vibe about your character.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I kind
So,
of like
yes.
Okay, French Gollum is what I'm getting right now.
I don't know what I'm doing, but yes.
Yeah.
I doubt you'd be able to fit through many of the doors here. But let's scout further into the Ruby District.
Oh shoot.
And Red, just tell me where you want to go in the meantime while we figure out your token situation.
We're just gonna go towards this boy.
Who drew on my token?
You're gonna go towards him.
I'm gonna go
Thank
towards
you.
that boy.
Yeah, let's check out this boy here.
All right. So, just drop my d20. One moment. I'm just gonna say he notices your big ass.
Yeah,
And,
I would imagine. Very hard to hide.
right. I'll probably just use.
I have a +0 to my disadvantage of stealth. I'm very hard to hide.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I can roll. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So he notices you, and he looks up, and kind of snarls, and continues on packing away his stuff. And he actually, looks to the sky, kind of see, and just a little bugged out, and starts to move a little quicker.
Well, hellos to you too, Ugly.
Go.
I don't think
Go.
I should
I'm busy.
You might have to speak up a little bit, Lynn.
I was being low on purpose. I was like grumbling.
Why is
I-
it that yours packing's up?
Ooh.
You don't know. The fucking moon's coming. The last few nights, this shit's been going a little bit crazy whenever the moon hits the fucking top of the sky. And what happened is they send all the adjudicators out, mate. They're not playing anymore. They're trying to round up all the crazies because the moon it's really making people crazy, and like you gotta pack up and you gotta get your shit in before the moon comes out all the way. As soon as it does, shit really hits the fan. Okay, so if I were you, I'd get inside somewhere.
Small
Yes.
critique, you slipped through 3 levels of accent there. Slowly going back to you. Just so you know.
Gotcha.
I suppose we'll move along then.
Is there a contact person on our thing? On our letters.
Can you?
So you were just told to go to the center of the Ruby District. So
There's
you can
no. Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure. Double checking.
Yeah, so the
Alright.
deeper you get into the map, the closer you are to the center of the Ruby District.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna walk then. I'm just gonna walk past.
I suppose I'm just gonna end up following her. Because
And
Garza
I'm gonna go
just
around
doesn't
this
know.
way.
The rest of the people are kind of, giving you looks, but they're finishing up their stuff and they're going inside and, shuttering their windows, and you can tell all the wood is fresh. It's, kind of jerry-rigged, like it was very hastily done. And
People boarding up.
Yep, people are boarding up.
Okay.
And I'll just go ahead and say you guys continue until you stumble upon our other party member here, Victor. If you'd like to describe yourself.
Oh, give me a sec. I want to get my exact. I was pulling that up actually when I saw you guys moving. Hold on. Hello, I'm Victor Durange. I'm 5 feet tall. I have crimson. I have black feathers with crimson tips, and as you can see, I'm a knight of some kind of monstrous origin, as it were. And this bitch I'm talking to right now is trying to give me... What the fuck, Ronnie?
And as you approach, you also see this lovely lady.
Oh.
Do you guys see that?
Yes.
I recognize her.
Yes.
Well, Linda does. Myra does not.
Yeah.
You guys can actually, if you'd like to, you can roll history to see if you can recognize the symbol on
Dude.
her eye.
Do I get it? Do I roll or do I know? Do I just know what
You
it
already,
is?
yeah, you already know.
Can you message me what this symbol is? Because I have, baby Victor does, but Zach does not.
Okay.
That's like the exact opposite of
If it's been within the last month, then I can recall anything. So, if it's before that I might have seen this, I've got keen mind. I know the DM's worst nightmare.
So yes, you note that as a sigil, a very powerful sigil of lunar energy, and you recognize it as being a sigil that ties one's soul to the moon. And it's
Oh, so
not
she's
a
gonna have
very,
a bad time tonight.
it's a very very powerful incantation.
Yeah.
Red, what did you roll?
Gaza got a 14.
You did not succeed.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a
but
tattoo. It's a
Yep.
It is
fancy
a tattoo.
as the two of you approach with
Oh.
your notes, you begin to see a glow from a small bandage on her wrist that matches the glow and pattern of the parchment you had received as a request to appear. And she approaches you and says,
I guess just fuck me.
"Well, I mean, you're there, but you're just kind of, you
She's
have
like,
the assignment already."
excuse you.
Yeah, I was trying to cuss her out because you had told me you were telling me that thing about how she assigned me like backup or whatever.
And I shh, just
What the fuck? Okay, I
well,
don't need help. I don't get help. I don't need help. What the fuck, Ronnie?
the beginning of a new world is at your fingertips, Victor. You
I
must,
need no new world. I need to end a world.
and with the beginning of a new world becomes the ending of an old one. What I need you to do
Fucking
is
demigods.
trust me, okay? Trust me. I trust you. You need to trust me. Hi.
Boom. Boom.
I'm here. Ronnie's
Well,
just like,
aren't
no, I'm done.
you a pretty lady?
Well,
Who,
thank
Mike?
I'm just standing there. I'm just doing another vibe check.
It's like, how tall are you, Red?
Go ahead, roll
How
insight.
tall is Garza?
Top end
Oh,
of
I'm
the
like
Goliath
5
heights,
foot, like 6.
So 10, 12 feet tall.
roughly.
Okay. So I try to walk over to you and try to shake your hand, and then like you're I can't tell the difference between.
Uh-oh. 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 We're having issues, everyone. We'll be back in uno momentos. 3, 2.
All right, guys. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. We will pick right back up where we left off. Victor, you were going to shake Garza's hand or Myra's hand?
Garza. I was gonna go up to Gar. I'm like, what fucking god, fucking demigod. I'm going over to shake his hand, and I'm 5 feet tall, so I'm really short compared to it. I'm literally half his height, so I go for his hand. I imagine I can't tell the difference because of perspective. I can't tell the difference between his hand and his leg and his dick and then his other leg. So I'm reaching for something. I don't know what I'm grabbing. And canonically, my character's wearing these rings. No reason, just because.
They are nice.
He reaches down. He just grabs your entire forearm in just a meaty grasp.
Oh my! You're grabbing feathers.
Well, what would be a forearm is just
You're grabbing my wing, essentially my wing hands
in a giant hand.
Yay. Friends, lovely.
You're not
big
scared.
boy.
You're not scared of me.
I mean, not particularly. Yes, you're a big boy, but I didn't see a reason to be too terribly fearful.
Either you're incredibly brave or incredibly stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit of both, especially according to Ronnie.
As you may imagine, just ignore him. He may be in a bit of a sour mood.
Of course, you're pretentious little.
As you may imagine, or as I imagine, you are wondering why I brought you here.
No, I fucking know already, and why do I need backup?
Oh, I'm expecting to kill something tonight.
I don't know that. I just know I need comparable people to accomplish this. And
Well.
she goes to shake Myra's hand.
Okay, my Corey, you know how on my sheet it says I have an addiction? I have an addiction to shiny stuff because I'm a bird. Myra, do you have anything shiny on you?
My hook shot.
I'm gonna try to steal it off you because I see pretty shiny.
Roll a what would be a saving throw to try to resist that? Or are you trying to resist that? Or are you going?
Oh no, I'm gonna, as Red grabs my arm, I'm gonna say I'm gonna try to pickpocket something. Do you have any shiny things on you, Red?
The biggest, shiniest thing would be my weapon being as
just shiny, just like a ring or something.
No, I have a silver longsword.
All right, I'm gonna try to take your longsword.
How heavy are we saying that this small longsword thing is?
Oh, it's got to be as big as he
is. It carries
is.
the same weight as a silver longsword as it does the maul, so it is quite fucking heavy.
Here's the thing, though. In my strength, I have max strength.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
It would be sleight of hand to get something off.
Oh yeah,
right?
sleight of hand. Sorry, yeah.
Perception for challenge.
Yeah. Yep. Ah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nat 20, Bubba.
Ooh.
With a plus
what'd you get,
6.
bud?
For perception, you have a +6 to perception.
I most certainly do.
Damn. You know what's really fun?
Let
Let me check my sleight of hand. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong stat. No, you beat me. I got like my hand on your sword.
I just squeeze harder onto your forearm.
Oh no!
Slip out of that. Just I'm gonna athletics to slip out of his grip.
Yeah, roll athletics against your
Nat 20. Nat
Ooh.
20.
All right, he slips out.
I'll
Well, he's
say,
got to roll it. If he gets a nat,
You slip out.
Boys.
I'm not letting go of the sword.
Victor,
It just end up in my hand at that point. You're just pulling your arm through my grasp, and I'm just ending up with a sword in my hand instead of an arm.
No, because I'm still at. It's an athletics check to get my arm away, and I just got the sword. Like I was shaking your arm with one and gadding the sword with the other.
Oh,
And you said you squeezed on my arm, so I was getting it with the other one. I still have your sword.
Birdsman would be smart if he would give back my weapons.
Victor, play nice.
I'm sorry, old habits die hard. Here, I give you your sword back. Keep
him blind to shiny things, please. As I imagine, you may wonder why you are here. Well, and then she again goes to, or no, her hand is still extended to shake Myra's hand.
Yeah, my hands are covered with heavy leather gloves, but I will shake her hand.
As you reach out to shake her hand and go to kind of embrace her hand with yours, your just fingers flow straight through it, and there's a slight tingle. And Ronnie says, I have no corporeal form. And unfortunately, my source of life, if you will, is tied to the moon. Someone or something in this city has a hold over the moon and its lunar cycles. And because of it, a fell moon of madness has fallen on a significant portion of this world. I need you to find that source and destroy it.
That's me. By the way, I rolled stealth to get behind Lynn without her noticing, so I could take her gun.
Both of you roll perception.
I just want to touch it. Victor just wants to touch it.
23.
Stealth.
19.
Hold on, I have a +8 to stealth, which is plus that 18. 26.
Oh, nice. You successfully.
I also have advantage. Also, because I am an owl, an owlin, I have this thing called Silent Feathers, which gives me proficiency on my stealth checks. So I can use my proficiency bonus, which actually means I have a +13 to stealth checks.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so he is caressing your gun.
Oh no, I'm gonna sleight of hand to get it.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
You're just being an obnoxious little shite, aren't we?
I am totally an obnoxious little shit. I see shiny things. I want shiny things.
Obnoxious little shit. Thunderwave casted on him.
19 plus stealth or plus sleight of hand is 23.
So if he grabs the gun off my back, it's still attached via chain to the other part, which I've got at my side. So
that I'll go ahead and give you.
Oh, this is just because I can. You can say it doesn't come. I just wanted to. I'm trying to grab it.
You get a hold of it. You get a hold of it without her noticing. But what do you do once you get a hold of it?
I try to pull it off.
Oh, okay. Well, the chain's gonna prevent him from doing that, and I'm just gonna
then
yank.
Brings it to your attention. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna yank the fucker.
I still have my stealth check, so when you yank back, I'm going to silently Homer Simpson away, so you don't notice it was me.
Oh, I'm gonna guess. Trust me.
Actually, Lynn rolled a hit.
Why? Why?
Roll your stealth. Wait, what was your stealth check?
My stealth was
no, your stealth wouldn't matter. You have your hands on this blade, and she is yanking it out of your hand.
It's sheathed.
No.
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
not a
it's
chain.
not.
You
It's an
said, no,
open
you
blade.
said you said it was a rifle, right?
It's an open
Yes.
blade. Like it's a open like.
I
I'll
was
just
saying
show you a picture.
I would have pulled on it and then let it go when I realized the chain was keeping it on her. Is what I was saying.
Okay, cool.
So
Then
I let it go.
In that case, then it just yanks
And
away.
if you were saying the blade was doing damage to me, that would be at best that would be the you wouldn't roll to hit
You
on
wouldn't
that.
roll to hit.
No, you would just roll the damage from the blade.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it'd be like a D4 or something like that from just the.
But she wouldn't have any like extra on the damage, just the blade's damage.
Ronnie then kind of Victor, please. You know what time it is. And she looks up, and you guys notice that the blue purplish sky from the small light pollution from the lanterns of the city mixed with the blue night sky has since begun to fade into a red with a purple along the rim, and the moon is coming further and further into view, and the moon is a bright blood orange with what appears to be these ethereal flames coming off of it. Roll history. Garza and me, Myra. You already know, Victor.
Yeah, and here Zach actually knows what this is because I read the stuff.
16.
You're muted, Red.
Garza doesn't know anything.
All right, so you guys don't know. Zach does know, however, or Victor does know, however, that. Well, do you choose to speak up? Because they don't know.
If I've seen it in the last month, I would know. But yeah, with a 16, yeah, if I can't get it with a 16, that's yeah.
No, unfortunately, not. Just due to the recency of the phenomenon. So Zach, do you speak up, or after Ronnie says, you know what time it is?
Well, I'm gonna look at the moon. How much time is left?
Time tills what?
Yeah, I glance over at Ronnie. I don't know what.
You must not know. So, with the manipulation of the lunar cycles, there has been specific phenomena where the moon it sends a scorched light upon the city and all the land near, and it has an interesting effect on. And it's best you not get caught in it. And she goes on to explain, just to make this quicker, she goes on to explain that it's in intervals and kind of falls like a solar flare, but in kind of a gaseous form. So every time there's a flare, there will be some gas, in the affected area, so on and so forth. She then goes on to say, there is a brewery that has yet been abandoned in the last month that you can find safety in for the time.
Do I know the name of this brewery?
You do. You can create it if you want. I don't have it already.
Okay, I have a few names in the back of my head for different breweries. Let me do this. All right, Tommy's Taps and Takeaways.
Thomas's.
Tom's.
Okay,
Tom's Taps and Takeaways.
Tom's Taps, Takes, and Takeaways.
Yeah. I knew that. It's Tom's Taps and Takeaways. They're great Sachuan Gonte, but they're peon. I'm trying to remember stuff about wines.
I'm just grumbling. Myra's grumbling to herself because she's with two people that don't know how to speak common.
The Sachuan del Grante is amazing, but be careful of the sangria. Wait, you said that Tom closed it down? Around here.
Yes, unfortunately, Tom fell ill to the madness of the scorched moon, and
Did
the
he become one of the... What was the name of those things when they got turned into stuff, Corey?
Give me a little more context.
Like the things that get transformed in the moonlight. When they do. What's the overall term for that?
Oh, they just call them beasts. Because
Did
it usually
Tom...
comes down to the core of your most
Okay.
evil.
Did Tom did he get turned bestial?
He succumbed to his ticky-tacky ways of penny pinching, and it drove him mad. Not in the more violent ways of the others, but very sad all the same.
Mm.
But then she directs you towards the direction of the brewery and alerts you that you have a little bit of time in the Ruby District before the moon sets fully. Do you choose to explore? What do you guys do?
I have a question then. What would my knowledge of this immediate area is? The Ruby District, is this like a red light district? It's a shopping district, right?
It's a shopping district, but it's also kind of the nightlife district as well.
Are there any nightclubs that are actively going like bumping right now?
Not since the scorched moon has fallen. All of the kind of festivities of nighttime have fallen to the wayside.
That's what I mean. Are there any bars or anything that are still open despite everything else being closed?
No.
Okay.
Due to a sweeping kind of declaration of the church, anyone seen out beyond midnight is due to judgment by the adjudicators and their resources, we'll say.
So what I would like to do in this case then is if no one else has any exploration that they want to do.
You do know also that it's hastily done. All of it is hastily done. So there may be merchandise that's left over somewhere. There may be,
Yeah. I was going to say, before I do this, is there anything anyone else wants to do? Because I have something in mind.
I suppose I would end up just investigating the area, seeing if there's just stuff left behind.
All right. Lynn?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the map.
All right, guys. Give me a ping where you're investigating.
I am going to just overall perception. I would like to roll perception or whatever you want me to roll to find shiny stuff and like shop windows, because I'm going to window shop and try to find and just looking for shiny stuff.
Okay, so you would know that the best spot for window shopping would be along the road here or along the kind of causeway.
I was off the map for a second. Where?
No, you're fine. I'm thinking it now. So along here.
Here, okay. So I'm gonna head that way, or I'm gonna fly up to the top of the roof because I can just do that.
Good.
All right, yeah, okay.
Birds, man.
And where did you
go over here and
Garza?
Look at this person.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. This person was supposed to be deleted.
Oh no!
Everyone has since packed away and gone, so there's no one around but you guys.
All right. So from here, Corey, actually, I go to the rooftop, and I'm about to go down there. But what I'd like to do is roll an overall perception for like enemies or whatever, because I know like Victor would know that about the beasts, right, and that they can pop out of nowhere.
Yes.
Right, so what I'm going to do is roll perception, looking for any beasts or transformed or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Garza would be heading over in this direction.
All right. So, Myra, go ahead and roll perception for me as well.
7 plus 8. What is 7 plus 8? 25 on my perception check. Corey?
Oh, you got a what?
25, looking for enemies.
Oh yeah. So what you discovered is out in
And
the distance.
do I get
to-
advantage on that because I'm up top and I am a bird?
You would have beaten it anyways.
Okay.
So up top, what you see is you see kind of the torches of the adjudicators, kind of making their ways from the kind of the church center of the city, where they begin their patrols. So they are beginning. So you guys have a little bit of time before they get there. But on the other end, you also see some ne'er-do-wells that seem to be ignoring the curfew and could possibly be cursed by the madness. So they could be turned into beasts. They're both about, you've got about 15 minutes for the adjudicators, but you're about 5 minutes away travel time from the other people. So if they come your way, they could intercept you, granted the given time. If
Ronnie, can Ronnie fly?
Ronnie can just hear you. She's
No, I'm trying to call her up to the rooftop.
Oh yeah, no, she kind of dissipates and then reappears next to you. What do you?
I'm gonna. There's some stingy assholes over there, and there are some ne'er-do-well youths, might be beasts over there. Any advice here?
Kind of happy you did that. So Ronnie has this specific ability where she can look into someone and see the most evil part of them. What is the thing that would surface given they are taken over by the madness? And she looks to these and she sees youngsters, young teenagers. And the most evil thing about them is that they don't consider the consequences of others. They're very reckless and abandoned, and they could potentially turn into some pretty nasty beasts if scorched by the moon.
Okay.
Where did everyone go? Everyone's like, things are off the sheet now.
Refresh, dude.
Yeah, zoom out. You'll see him.
I got a 25 to investigate my area.
Okay, that would be wouldn't it be perception to look around?
It's a 25 either way.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Red, congratulations. Let me find it. Fucking A, I was hoping that didn't happen.
Then why'd you make it an option?
I flew up top to get a better vantage point and try to do this. So.
Well, you look for enemies. I was specifically looking for things.
So you're a Gravity Knight, correct?
Yes, sir. I do gravity things.
The universe has been kind to you. So you pass a blacksmith. And it appears to be some pretty sophisticated, artificer work that they're doing. And you notice that there was a specific piece of merchandise that wasn't put away. You have the option to pick this up if you'd like. You do have a pretty powerful weapon as it is. This is just what the dice gave you. You see a meteoric ore blade. It is a blade or a katana forged from fallen star material. This blade deals additional force damage equal to your intelligence modifier on a hit. And when you hit an aberration with it, the aberration takes an extra 1d10 of force damage. It has a specific special action in which, as an action, you can plunge your blade on the ground. All creatures in a 25-foot radius centered on it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take a number of d8s of force damage equal to your intelligence modifier and be pulled up to 15 feet in a straight line towards you on a failure. So you're welcome to grab this and use it. You're welcome to grab it, show it to the party if they need it. But congratulations, that is what you found.
I think Garza is going to grab it and just bring it along. You said it was a what now?
Meteoric ore blade.
Meteor ore blade?
Yes. If we do show art of it on the next episode, kudos to FromSoft, your art is phenomenal.
Corey, so what was happening? Because we didn't actually establish what was going to happen with me and the those youngsters or whatever. What was she like? She relays to me that information about how they could turn into something nasty.
Yeah, currently you're not in danger simply because the moon hasn't set yet. So you still have time to either find shelter or
my
whatever.
fly speed. Could I feasibly? Because my fly speed is 10 feet faster than my walking speed. Which is if I sprint fly, can I make it to them? Like, because that would be 80 feet per. That would be 80 feet. So feasibly. Now you tell me. You said 5 minutes away. What are we talking in like terms? Is that like a mile away or?
We'll go ahead and just say that's. I mean, it's within vision, but you're an owl.
I am an owl with a vantage, with a bird's eye view, dude. I see everything.
We'll say with your fly speed, you can reach them in 2.5 minutes, meaning 5 minutes total travel time to get back to the party, and that would give you 10 minutes when you get back to still get to shelter. So I
still have to talk to them. So what I'm gonna do is shout.
Yeah, fair point.
I'm going to do is shout out to the rest of the party. You two should find somewhere to hide. I'm gonna go save some teenagers. Batman off.
Oh, right. I'm gonna follow him.
Before you do that, what do you roll perception on?
I'm down here, so hold on.
I am really, really fast in the air, and you have to go through buildings and stuff.
I'll get there later.
Okay, you're just gonna follow me.
Yeah. It is actually in the direction of the bridge as well, so it's not a huge deal. And you know that, Zach, they do not. But Ronnie is going to communicate to Graza. They are going south towards the bridge. I would suggest you catch they leave it with you.
I scared the shit out of them for one. That's how I introed myself, and then I persuaded them. I'm cool, guys. You should listen to me.
But on that wholesome note of him, saving these teenagers, we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back here in just a
Real
moment.
quick, buddy. What kind of alcohol is this that they were drinking?
This is stronger wine than usual, but it's wine, but stronger than normal.
Is this blood wine or is this just normal wine?
This is normal wine, not blood wine.
Okay, cool.
All right, we're going to go ahead and
Elderberry.
go to a quick break, and we will come right back.
Hi.
3, 2.
All right, guys, we are back, and we are getting back into the action. So when we left off, we had Victor, who scared some children, well, teenagers, and then
I got
sent them
wine.
packing. Very wholesome moment, and he got some. Let me know if you drink that wine before you fucking do it.
I am going to. Well, I'm gonna let you get to everyone else first, and then I'm gonna investigate this wine.
So you guys made your way to the brewery. What are you gonna do when you get to the brewery?
Oh, I'm gonna see if it's like the door is unlocked. I'm gonna try to get in.
Okay, so
No,
are you gonna try to get in, or see if there's an entrance available?
Well, I'm gonna test the door first. I'll jiggle the handle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Does the
Yeah, but
brewery
I'm
have like
on
a gate?
alert.
Door goes wide open.
Is the brewery
Oh, I
like
don't trust that.
is it like a fenced off air building and then there's a gate, or is it just the front door like a factory?
Well, this
So
is a city, so
you
it's right on the
guys
street.
are you guys are at the brewery section. It's a two-part. So there's like the actual cafe where you would go to order and drink the the merchandise or whatever. You guys are at the entrance to the brewery itself.
the
There's
actual
no gate,
factory.
but it's right off the block of the city street.
I'm not
Yeah.
there though. I am not there yet.
You were
No,
not
no,
there.
you're still terrorizing teenagers.
No, I already terrorized the teenagers. They're gone. I have a bottle of wine.
All
But
right,
the
well,
door creaks
you're
open
making
slowly.
sweet love to that wine then. I don't trust that it just immediately opened up with like I have let's see, I've got sharpshooter, so I don't have any penalties with shooting short range. So I'm gonna have my my blunderbuss version of my hook shot out. And
I
I'm
will
just like,
also say for everyone that it's and I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just a little important. It is beginning to get redder and redder outside.
Wait.
It is
I'm
beginning to
noticing
look
this
like
too, right? Like I know what this means.
Mhm.
Okay, would it be unsafe for me to fly right now?
You guys can actually all roll intelligence to see if you know.
Me
Just
too.
an intelligence check. Yeah, just to see if you know how long you have until the moon is completely set.
oh,
Just straight
I already know
intelligence?
when. Keen mind already tells me when sunrise / sunset happens anyway, so it's something I know.
You have precisely 4 minutes.
I say
Okay,
I have a
alright.
6.
Would I have an advantage on this? Because I'm also in tune with the night.
Yeah. Your escapades in the night previously would give you advantage on this roll. Yeah.
Okay, that's much better. It's 17.
Okay.
Fucking by the skin of your teeth. Yes, you also know precisely how long.
Would I be able to feasibly make it to the brewery from where I am?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're only a minute and a half away. Travel.
I'm going to take a second to investigate this wine bottle then.
Okay.
It's shiny. But yeah, I pull my blunderbuss off my back, and I'm gonna enter the brewery blunderbuss first.
Yeah, and Garza is behind her. I'm starting out as mall version. So
Okay.
I just have my sledgehammer just out.
Zach, roll investigation for me. And
Now, would
you
it be
guys
investigation
are
or survival? Because I'm checking out like a substance, or
Are you looking at the wine bottle or the wine itself?
I'm sniffing the wine.
Okay, then
I'm
survival.
I'm looking at the bottle. I'm like giving this the full treatment, like before I even touch.
In order to look at the bottle, you'll have to. Well, all right, we'll just go survival for the wine.
Okay, that's much better for me. Plus 24.
The wine is very, very good wine. It is some
Excellent, yeah.
Bravissimo stuff. And yeah, it seems a little bit stale.
I'm gonna
But
take a swig.
all right, make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, and I have this ability. Before I do this saving throw, I want to tell you, Indomitable. which allows me to re-roll any failed save.
Oh, all right, nice.
So I don't think I need to do that. You said con save?
Yeah.
10 plus 31?
Okay. Yeah. You. Excuse me. This isn't a nat 20 or anything, right?
No. It's not a nat 20, but it's very close.
You taste. You taste every root ingredient to this magnificent wine that was left in the cask for a tiny bit too long, but otherwise the production of this wine was exquisite, and you get 15 extra temporary hit points.
Oh, where's my pencil? Okay. After that, I'm gonna just Is it safe for me to fly right now? Can I get there without getting hit by moonlight?
Yeah, no, you're good. You've got plenty of time to get there. If you were to walk there, you're probably fucked. But if you fly, yeah, you're.
I'm a fly, and is there on the
So
way is.
before we get to that, I want them to walk in first.
Yep.
You guys walk in. Your blunderbuss ready, correct, Myra?
Yep, blunderbuss first.
And you are behind her with your
With my
Kirk
hammer. Yes.
Okay. The mall is okay. So you're all right, and you guys walk in. Do any of you have any advantages in dark with night vision, anything like that?
Let me see if I have anything racially.
I do not have any dark vision.
Okay.
I am the only one with dark vision.
No. No, I don't have anything.
Okay. Roll perception for me.
Okay.
If they don't have dark vision and it's dark enough, it would be at disadvantage, bud.
Got a
at
natural
disadvantage.
20. Ah.
Sorry.
Oh, I rolled a second natural 20. All right.
Holy shit!
I
That
know.
is-
I love
that
this.
is-
I love this
that-
die. I got it from a Vecna pop. I'm just keeping it forever now.
That is a Vecna pop. That's fucking sweet. That is the third time we've had back-to-back nat 20s on this channel. Fucking hell yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you guys place your tokens. Nope, not there. Sorry, here. Go ahead and place them at the bottom of the map, towards the entrance around here. Just Garza and Myra for the time being.
Right.
Still can't put my token on the field.
Oh yeah, crap.
Same trouble I was having last session, so.
Oh, you can't put yours on there anyways? I think.
That-
Oh, okay. That's yours.
She can. I cannot.
I will join as a. I'm going to try to fix it, but for now, just keep going, Corey.
Gotcha.
I'll try to take care of it for you.
So when you walk in, Myra, what was your perception?
23.
Oh yeah, you're good too. So you see a relatively recent rundown brewery. There's casks still aging. For the most part, you just see this kind of entryway that's kind of the logistical section of the brewery, and there's nothing much to it. But you did hear some tussling towards the back end of the building. Can't get a quite good direction on it, but you did hear some tussling.
This map, it looks like they're making bone meal.
Shall we go check out the noise little lady?
Red?
Yes.
Red, refresh the page, see if you can move your stuff now. Like if you can drag it on.
Un momento.
I think I fixed it.
Right. Yeah, so I'll move up a little bit further. I'm going to stay on alert.
Before you do that, Zach, you now arrive
at the
outside
front
of the brewery. What do you
do? Well, I was looking to try to see if I had anything like in my Monster Hunters pack. I have 2 packs. I have the Monster Hunters pack and the
Nope. Nothing yet.
I have the Monster Hunters pack and the Dungeoneers pack. Now, I also have dark vision. I would see that the door is open, like it's been recently opened, right?
Yes. And with that dark vision, you also roll perception.
Do I get advantage because I have dark vision, or just normal perception?
Just normal perception.
Uh,
Just to see if you're paying enough attention.
that would be passive then.
Oh, passive perception then. What is it?
Perception, which is wisdom. 14.
Yeah. So what you see is multiple kind of compromises, and not the structure of the building, but in the security of the building. There are certain holes where lots of to the building,
Okay.
and of course the door is agape.
Ron, would I have a telepathic like two-way with Ronnie, or
No, Ronnie is you. Normally, whenever she's within a reasonable distance, yes, but she's not currently, so you can't communicate with her.
Okay, I am debating. Are any of these holes big enough that a humanoid creature or something similar would be able to get through?
Not a regular human creature, but large rats could, yes.
What's the biggest hole? I want to go like directly investigate that.
So the biggest hole would be probably a second floor window. It's not necessarily goes to the second floor. It's just a high ceiling.
Okay.
But it's a big enough size for you to fit through easily without hurting yourself. Kind of a hole in the window, shattered glass.
I love being an owl. I'm gonna go to the edge of the window and take a look around and actively investigate this window to see if I can see any like trail or something like that.
Okay, roll investigation. And Myra, go ahead.
I forgot his name. Graza. He was following me this whole time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he should be directly behind you.
Cool. 20... Can I just retroactively have before we came in, before I started to check the door, because it's honestly going to be instantaneous anyway. I just yeah, you know what? I'll ask him. Can I see your blade for a second? You don't have to hand it to me. Just show me.
Okay. By the way,
the hammer.
I got a 22 on investigation, buddy.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna enchant it with Wave of Darkness. So it's now got the ashes for Waves of Darkness.
Gotcha.
It counts as a heavy weapon, right?
Yes. As the maul form, yes, it counts as a heavy weapon.
Yes, it is heavy.
Yeah. So I'll send Red. I'm gonna send you just a screenshot of what Waves of Darkness does.
Yes, and for the audience, actually, this is one of the fun things that you can get as a Patreon of Monkey DM. He does some really cool adaptations from Elden Ring. This is an Ashes of War. So she has enchanted him to where you slam your blade on the floor as an action, creating rippling waves of destruction. Each creature is a 20-foot radius centered on, or each creature in a 20-foot radius centered on you must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or take a number of d6s of force damage equal to your intelligence modifier on a failure. It also gives you... they also take that same damage at the start of your next turn on a failure. So yeah, a fun little shout out there. So you guys now know how the Ashes of War. We won't do another sidebar on that. We will describe how they work though, or what the spell is. Go ahead, Zach.
I just need to make. I forgot to say this before.
Yeah.
This is about my character. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're.
This is important though. I have this feature. It's part of the class, the vampire. So I'm going to tell everyone my class is Vampire Knight, which is also part of Monkey DM's things you get. It allows me to add my con and my proficiency bonus to every check.
Oh yeah. Okay. Go for it.
It's called Supernatural Wild. Mm-hmm. But adding that proficiency bonus plus con. That means I got a 30 on investigating this window. But you go back to them first. Finish up with them first. I'm sorry.
So does that
No,
apply to just the hammer or hammer and sword?
just the hammer. If you were to change it to the sword, it will lose the ashes of.
And changing it back to the hammer won't keep them, or it'll just lose the enchantment altogether.
It'll lose the
No,
enchantment
it
altogether.
shouldn't. Really? Okay.
It's a trick.
Yeah.
weapon.
Since it's a trick weapon, it changes its properties altogether.
Okay.
The Waves of Darkness, however, since it's an Ashes of War, it's essentially you rub the ashes on the weapon. It's not something that is a limited supply, so you could just either give him those ashes or keep enchanting it as much as possible.
I will hold on to the supply of ashes, and I will give him enchantments.
This just sounds like it's going to be a one-time per combat use.
Yes, 1 time per enchantment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can only use an Ash of War, I believe, once per short rest.
And enchantments take at least 5 minutes to do.
Oh, but I have, as part of my artificer thing, I could do my, enchantments, 4 times faster than normal.
So that would be 10 rounds for you then.
That's what I was saying. That was what I was saying before we entered the door, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. And then what's your proficiency bonus?
For me?
No, for Myra.
Plus 5. Oh, but I get double proficiency, so wait, hold on.
Let
me make sure that it's for that.
That would be 10. You would add 10 to your thing.
Double proficiency when I use tools, so no.
Well, Ashes. I would consider Ashes of War a tool. It is a physical thing that you use. So it's equal to your proficiency. How many times you can use it? So
do you want me to be the actually? Do you want me to be the actually guy, or just kind of back off here? Just asking.
Do you want me to be God and just completely, be God and tell you that no matter what you say, I'm God?
Yeah, no, you can totally do that. I just want to know if you want. Because it's your first time DMing. I don't know if you want me to step in and help you out, or like how you want to do this.
Tell them it after the show.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to give me tips later, that's cool. Absolutely. But as of right now, I'm cool with making it equal to her proficiency bonus. And Ashes of War is an actual physical item that you would hold, so you could use it as a tool. Is my GM definition. That's why I kind of came to that conclusion. But yeah, so you have 9 uses left. Each person that receives an Ash of War, it's equal to their proficiency bonus, how many times they can use it per short rest, or per long rest, excuse me.
Okay.
So yeah, you did that.
Transform the weapon.
Right, exactly. And that's just kind of a unicorn case. But, Zach, you rolled a 30.
Yep.
So what you discovered was some small feathers kind of stuck to the edges of one of the glass pieces of glass.
Another owl.
And the blood that seemed to have dried has a dark oily substance that remains there on the glass. The blood seems to have dried, but there's a residue left over. It's very oily.
So the blood, it's an oil over a dried blood.
Mm-hmm. So kind of an oily substance over.
Would I have encountered anything like this before?
Roll history.
That bounced up onto another dice. 14 plus history is... My history ain't good. Because I'm smart, just not that smart. 16?
Just barely,
you need to have
yes.
Keen mind.
When the scorched moon first fell, you noticed those that were affected by the scorched moon had a thickening and oiliness to their skin and the blood that they spilled in battle.
Okay. So what I'd like to do here is, I'm going to regret this. I'm going to I would have empty vials on me from my I believe it's my Dungeoneers pack. I can't remember which pack it is, but one of my packs has empty vials. I'm going to pour a little bit. I'm going to uncork the wine, pour a little bit into the into an empty vial, and then I'm going to use one of my jagged beak things, tooth things, to prick my finger, drip a little blood in there, and then yeah, I'm doing this. Without touching it. I'm gonna angle my vial so that I can scoop up the oil with the blood, like the little bit of dried blood, have that all in there, and then cork it, mix it together.
I'm never going to a party where he is the bartender.
I'll just make you super strong drinks. He'll put blood in your drinks.
So what does anything happen when I do that, Corey?
Ooh, yes. There is a violent reaction. Nothing that hurts you, but a violent reaction. A foamy, almost rotten colored, like dark green substance bursts from the vial and breaks the glass. You feel heat from the substance that spills onto your hand, but it doesn't hurt you.
I'm gonna wipe that shit away as quickly as possible.
I wouldn't have been able to predict this, but yeah, I fully expected this.
And yeah, you note that there is a violent and powerful reaction to your
My blood?
and this substance.
Okay. I am going to go through. Is there any oil left on the thing that I could scoop up in a different vial? Because I have like 5.
There's
Minus
plenty
1, so
all
4.
over the glass.
I'm going to take some and just have it in a vial.
In fact, if you look around, you see it's essentially coated in just everything's coated in it. Not everything, but like there's tracks.
Yeah. All right. Is there the tracks? Because this is an open window,
Mhm.
and I got a 30. I want to remind you, if I look through this window, do I see them down below?
You sure
said
do.
it was.
Yeah.
And do I see anything in the rafters?
That would be perception. Roll perception with advantage since you killed it with that 30.
That's a 19 on the die. That's an 8 on the die, so I'm gonna stick with a 19. But press my perception, which is pretty good. 26.
Okay. You don't see anything on the rafters, but on the back end of the rafters, you're talking about the rafters towards the ceiling?
Yeah, like that are like supporting the ceiling. Like
you see the distinct reflection of firelight or torchlight on the back rafters at the back of the building.
I am going to, as silently as possible, move across the rafters to and I'm going to be hyper alert here while I'm doing this. I'm going to move across the rafters over to the torchlight without trying not to be seen.
Roll stealth for me.
Actually, I'm going to fly. Like, I'm going to do a slow, like, because owls can fly silently like that, and I have silent feathers.
Okay.
I have advantage in all stealth checks, so I can also add my proficiency and Constitution modifier to all of my checks. I'm a nat. That is a nat 20.
You get there silently. What do you do when you get there?
I'm going to investigate. Like, is it? You said it's torchlight. Is it like a window, or
no? It's just torchlight from within the building.
Okay, and it's up here, like in the rafters with me.
It's like there are walls that prevent them at the front of the building from seeing it, but since you're on the rafters, you can see down in the section where the torchlight's coming from.
I'm taking a look. Like, I'm staying in the rafters. I'm taking a look down to see what's going on down there, though.
So it'll be on this side, right here. Do you see where I'm pinging?
I need to pull up the map. I'm sorry, I was looking at stuff. Where is it?
Top left corner.
Okay, so I'm gonna move my guy over to here, just because to say he's in the rafters. So I would be like right over here, I would think.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And then what you see... Oh, come on, don't do this to me.
Do you need help?
It's not letting me drag a token on.
Do I need to do I need to log in as DM? Okay.
You see he's not a small man, he's an average man, but the way he's sitting, he's very perched, kind of like Gollum would perch, and he's talking to himself. Roll perception.
Wait, I did roll perception.
Oh
before.
yeah, you did. So you hear him kind of, but they're gonna shut it down. They're gonna shut it down. They're gonna shut everything down. They're gonna shut everything down if you can't pay them. But you can pay them in blood. You can pay them in blood. But will they accept blood?
I'm going to, because I have that open wound, I am going to. This is stupid, and I shouldn't do it, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm so curious. I'm going to drip a little bit of blood into another one of my empty vials. That leaves me with 3. And I'm going to toss it. Where are you guys right now? Over here? Okay. So if they were to go this way, they would lead to him. So they don't lead directly to him. I'm going to toss it over here so that it smashes with my blood inside it.
Okay.
So let me I'll show you with this is where I want it to be.
Can we roll perception to hear breaking glass?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception. He actually did not notice it, but he smells the blood. He smells the fresh blood. And he begins to move towards the glass. But he stops because he smells kind of the midway point between your fresh wound and the blood on the ground. So he can't.
I'm gonna cover my wound. I'm gonna cover my wound and try to stop the bleeding.
Okay, he kind of pinpoints on this. Do
you want me to roll medical to stop the bleeding, or?
No, he rolls a nat 1 on investigating it, so he doesn't see any of the glass, he just sees the fresh blood, and he begins to try and kind of squeegee it into one section of the cobblestone floor so he can be like, oh, that's a little bit of blood, I can start here and build up from there, and then I can pay them off, and I can keep the
blood for the blood god, man.
I got a 16 on my perception check.
You hear the breaking glass. What did you get, Myron?
I got a 13.
You did not hear the... No, Mitsu beats it. Yeah, you heard the... What do you guys do? What do you guys do?
Yeah, we're heading cautiously over there. Well, I'm heading cautiously over there. I don't know if...
I'll give a cushion. What would you guys have done while Victor is crossing the rafters? That would have taken a minute or two. What would you have done?
We heard the rustling, and I was going to go and...
No, you wouldn't have heard my rustling.
No, you wouldn't have
Not
heard
yours.
Victor.
Oh,
he said we heard rustling in the back.
Right.
So
yeah,
we would have already been heading over there.
Yeah. I was gonna check out this area here, just like a cursory glance before moving this way.
You see a
I am your guardian. I am the guardian angel of this group.
You see kind of this accounting book, this large accounting book with lines and lines of red ink.
Oh, Corey, does he have anything shiny on him, by the way? I'm sorry.
No.
I forgot to ask. Okay.
I'm gonna roll investigation to see if it's actually ink. I got a 10.
It appears to be ink.
Yeah, it does appear to be ink. Alright. I'll move on.
Yeah, I would have just started heading straight towards the noise.
So it's not illustrated very well.
Yeah, let Grisal go ahead of me. I mean, I'm ranged anyway. I'll just, And
it doesn't illustrate it very well, but there are kind of gaff trees that run along the the line of hops and various ingredients for the brewery. So you're making your way through. I'd say you'd make it about halfway here.
Mhm.
By
Before
the
we hear
time,
the glass and all that.
well, by the time Victor kind of gets to where he's at, so he's squeegeeing up the blood on the floor. What do you do, Victor?
Uh, is the blood reacting in any kind of way to him moving it, or like
I mean, that's just
he's
blood.
like Does it look like he's trying to move it or clean it up?
Move it. So he's treating it very preciously, like trying to get it to a spot where he could scoop it into something and kind of contain it, keep it.
Is there anything he can contain it in?
Not really. He's really just kind of using his finger. It's
I'm gonna
stained
draw.
a little bit.
Okay, would you say that I have successfully stopped the bleeding on my like finger wing?
Roll medical.
I'm rolling really well tonight. Thank you, Dice. Thank you, Dice Gods. 21.
Yes, you stopped the bleeding. Also, though, let me
Okay.
roll for him real quick. He works up a sweat.
Okay. I'm going to drop the rag. Like I'm going to throw the rag.
Hold on. He works up a sweat in his panic, and that sweat mixes with your blood, turning into that
The liquid.
weird foamy substance, and it spreads into about like about the size of like your pile of dog shit, I guess. It's just the small little plop of green goo.
I am throwing my rag at his face, not to hurt him, just to see. When I see that happen, I'm way too curious about this. So the rag that has my blood on it, I'm throwing it smack at his face.
So I didn't account for this. Make this at disadvantage.
But I have to roll the hit, right? Do I have to roll to hit him?
Oh yeah. Roll to hit.
And what would this just be like an unarmed strike? Would this be like an improv weapon or?
It's a projectile, so just roll to hit because it's just a rag. So we're seeing if it actually contacts him.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. The random spots of his face begin to kind of the weird kind of pussy foamy. What is this?
Okay.
Assuming we're hearing all this.
Yeah, you guys are hearing that. From that, he runs into the corner with cowering.
Is Victor rafters or did he?
I am
come
stealth.
Down?
Yeah, he's still in the rafters.
I am watching this man, and I would assume I would see them moving because I can see I have a bird's eye view.
Yeah, I'm picking up my pace, heading towards where the noise was.
Yeah, same.
All right, so I'll go ahead and which way do you guys take? You take left or right?
I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can hear him running into the direction he's running in. That'll determine which direction I run into.
So
go ahead. Okay, y'all both hear that he's running to the right.
Okay, I'm heading this way.
Agreed.
Question, real quick, Corey. Does his sweat look like that oil I saw earlier?
It does.
Interesting. You said I recognize lycanthropy. Does he look like he's in the stages of lycanthropy?
No, he looks fully humanoid like a regular.
Okay.
Okay.
Just FYI, if he moves, I'm following him.
So you guys kind of come out from the gaff trees, and you see him. He's quite obviously there. The torchlight shines on him. I am
stealthed in the rafters.
He rolls a nat 1 and does not see you guys. What do you do?
I come up.
This poor man.
These little mans.
He's in distress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's severely distressed.
What you see is a man clothed in of human skin.
Oh, well, in that case.
But what you also see in the torchlight are the apparent ouring.
I mean, yeah, he's